How's it going, guys? This is Vaughn, and we're back in American Truck Simulator once again. And we've got today the Fruhoff 5,000-gallon tanker behind us. That's from Dro Modding. If you are a member on their Patreon page, you will have access to all their mods. So that's what we got right there. And then we've got a 389 glider from Ruda. Kind of felt like driving one today. It's been a long time since I've driven one of these. I went kind of easy on the lights, though. I made sure not to put too many on there. So let's get rolling here. We are in Tucumcari, New Mexico, and we're picking up here, so let's get going. Our lights on. And we can actually go right here, as long as we yield to this Camaro here. Should be getting there on time. I don't think the job expires for a while. The cable from my shifter was caught on this. Here we go. Okay. Yep, we're good there. All right. Not too far of a drive here. And I think we're going to Socorro. That's how it's pronounced. Let's, we'll confirm once we get our load picked up here. But, let's see. So I want to say we're picking up, oil, I believe. I should probably do a better job of checking the, actual cargo. But, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what we are grabbing here today. So we can get ahead of this guy. I had to really gun it right there. Get ahead here. So yeah, it's cool to be back in the 389 because I think I had taken it out because of the issues that Jon Ruda's trucks had for a while there in 149. I'm not sure exactly what the issue was, but they were not working. They would crash the game and stuff like that, which is always fun. So we got to do a little hook through here. And you could probably also notice that we are in 1.49 again here. If you're paying super close attention to the change in graphics, that is. Not as sharp. But I have a whole explanation about that, so once we get picked up here and loaded, I will we'll play catch up. Everything that's been going on, so let's see what we got here and see where we're picking up.
You have arrived at your destination.
Right up here, okay. So we'll pay attention to everything. Oh, it's Socorro. Why do I always get that mixed up? Sometimes I think I'm dyslexic. I get letters reversed sometimes. Okay, it's acetone. It is not oil. I was wrong about that. So it's from BNSF to another BNSF over there in Socorro. So cool. We'll take it. Not very heavy either. We've got 700 horses in here, so it should be no problem. And it looks like we are going right there. So let's get ourselves ready here. We should be able to pull forward here a little bit and then back it on up with no problem. Let's just get a little glance of where we're at here. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go to the right. So we'll put this around to the left. And just make sure we don't hit these crates. Which I think will be okay. Yeah. actually turned it way too sharp. I'll have to go back a little bit. Right about here. Kind of like that the camera adjusts for you. That's kind of cool. That should work right there. Oh, overdid it. Yeah, overdid that one. Rookie mistake. We're not going to be perfectly in the lines, but they should give it to us anyway. Alright. All that counts is we're in the proximity, so straight enough is what we were. Perfect. Let's get her on the road now. And we might even see a little bit of nighttime here. Although we're not going too far. It's about 250 miles. 255, something like that. Let's still skip these gears. No problems. Very cool. All right, so hopefully you guys are having a great Tuesday, and
Get ready to turn left.
I suppose the latest has just been really busy weeks that I've been having, which isn't anything new by any means. It's just been a lot going on,
Get ready to turn left.
and no end in sight, but we're hanging on for dear life here.
Turn left.
Oh man, I hope we don't get any rain. Okay. I thought our lights were on, but it didn't seem like it. So, start poking out here. Alright, we're good. So yeah, it's just been crazy busy the last few weeks with work and working on music projects and stuff like that. For those that don't know, if you're just now tuning into this or maybe forgotten, I mentioned it a couple times before. I write and compose and record my own music as a side hobby. And for the longest time, I've been trying to work on putting out another piece of work. And it's coming along, but it's been probably 3 years in the making, and it's just been it's been slowly coming together. Now I'm just kind of working on the cohesiveness of it to make sure that you know, I have a good flow for the actual music and everything. It's just, yeah, it's been really busy having to, you know, I guess kind of fix up some of the recordings. Not a lot, and not having to redo everything, but a good amount of it. Doing quality control, stuff like that. So that's been eating up a lot of my time, and I kind of am at that point where I have to force myself to kind of push stuff to the side and focus on that in order to get it done. Otherwise, it won't. Yeah, I have to. You know, in order to get stuff done, sometimes you gotta sacrifice leisure time for that and things like that. So that's been going on, and what else has there been? Been trying to spend a lot more time outdoors and stuff, because working a sedentary job, you know, don't really get outside too much, and I need that kind of stuff just for, you know, physical and mental well-being. It's never a bad idea to spend more time outdoors, and especially during this time of year, weather's favorable, especially if you live where I do. Springtime is basically below 90 degrees, So we need all the favorable weather that we can get because it does not come around very often. Hopefully we don't scrape our trailer going up these hills. Alright. Whoa! That would have been bad. Yikes. Cool. Alright, now we're on the interstate. I'm going to grab a screenshot real quick, and especially because we got some actually cool clouds looking pretty ominous right here. Like a fire in the sky. It's pretty cool. Alright, let me grab that screenshot. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we grabbed our screenshots. We're good. So yeah, it's just been a lot going on with that, and I know that I'm going to sound like a broken record here because I know I've said this before many times, but I'm thinking with the schedule that I've got, I should be able to allocate maybe a few hours every weekend to record stuff, and then be able to have it out during the week. So I'll leave, you know, some of the weekend open, especially Friday nights for streaming, since Friday night is our usual convoy night and everything. And the rest of the weekend, you know, I kind of can just spend it on whatever comes up. But I will also make sure that I've got time. Whoa, come on, buddy. Time set aside to do some recording, and I'm not sure what exactly I'll be able to commit to as far as like how many videos per week. I'm thinking at least 3, because these would basically all be recorded and rendered and everything, edited and rendered in session, and then I would just tell YouTube, you know, upload this right now, but publish it on these days, whatever. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm kind of just thinking out loud here. But I'm very much a scatterbrain type where I'll get in a mood and I'll just want to record everything, and then I'll end up getting busy and not even record anything. So I need to have it regimented and actually stick to it. So we'll see how that works out. I don't know. It's an idea. It's kind of half baked, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, as far as the game is concerned, I am, as I mentioned, on 1.49 again, and probably going to be sticking with that. Yeah, so for this profile here, I basically moved over to 1.50 with this profile. It was doing okay. There were certain mods that, of course, wouldn't work, and then certain ones that would. It was just kind of like, hopefully you get fortunate that some mods will work, and then, of course, it was kind of a given that some map mods would not work. So it was really cool that we got, okay, come on. Giving you room. Speed it up. It was very fortunate that we ended up getting Reforma pushed out for 150 super early. We weren't even really expecting that, but I think that was awesome that they pushed that out. The only part that they couldn't do was Sierra Nevada, of course, because Nevada, you know, all the new changes that SES is doing, I'm sure that's gonna take a lot more time. But maybe the whole Mexico region, because it's separate from that, maybe that was easier to put out earlier and whatnot. Not sure. But anyway. Yeah, so it's not even really a problem as far as dealing with the game crashes and everything, because that is expected. And it wasn't too bad as far as having to deal with that. But I just kind of found myself really missing all the mods that I run in this profile. So I'm thinking that I'm probably going to stick with the 1.49 until, you know, open beta, probably. And then, of course, definitely until the release of 150, official release, full release. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But I know that 1.50 released for ETS2, so I'm thinking I will probably stick with 150 in ETS2 because I run very, very minimal mods for ETS2. Nowhere near the amount of mods I run for ATS. I've got probably in this profile, and this is after I've trimmed everything down, I probably have a good 130, 140 mods running. And that is like peak enjoyment for me playing ATS, is having all those mods working in conjunction with each other, and I'm just so used to it that it feels naked without it, you know. As much as I enjoy 1.50, it's just not the same without these mods, and I think it's a give and take because of the fact that it's an experimental beta, so some mods are going to work, some are not. And then even when 1.50 fully drops, there's still going to be mods that we have to wait on to get updated. So, yeah, it's kind of one of those things. But for right now, I'm sticking with 1.49. And, yeah, that's where I'm at with that for now. So I get to enjoy all my trucks, all my map mods, all my sound mods. Oh, hit 80 there. Didn't mean to. Watch our speed. And yeah, we're sticking with that. We're gonna chill here 1.49 in ATS from this point. And that was a pretty hard decision to make because I've been really thinking about, you know, wanting to do my wanting to grow my 1.50 vanilla profile, but I think, I don't know, it's just not as enjoyable for me without these mods. So I'll save that for ETS2. We'll start a vanilla profile over there, and we'll grow it there, and have some fun in ETS2 eventually. But ETS2 is kind of a secondary thing. It's like a side quest, if you will. So I'm mostly concerned about ATS content, being more regular, consistent, putting ATS content out more so than ETS2, for the moment anyway. And of course, we'll still be doing a lot of convoys on the live stream. Yeah. So that's where that's at.
Keep right.
All right, keep right, and where do we exit? Left.
Keep left.
Okay. Man, Sky really waits until the last second. I tell you, you gotta be eyeing that GPS. Gotta keep an eye on our speedometer here too, so that we don't spill over 80 miles an hour and get race miles. Even though we're not putting in that many miles, but you know. So man, I cannot even really express to you how good it feels to be back with all the mods here. Even though I would still fluctuate between 1.50 and 1.49 for the convoys and everything. Because when I would record videos, I'd go back into the beta and just load, you know, this profile. But oh, so that was the point that it was leading me to. So it reached a point. I think there was a little mini update in there somewhere, because now 1.50, if you look at the bottom right when you load it up, it says 1.50.0.92 or something like that. And so I think there was a little update in there somewhere, and it completely messed up the mod manager. So if you try to open the mod manager in any profile, the game just freezes and it never loads. It gets stuck on that. You know, normally when you click mod manager, it'll freeze for a second and you'll just see the background, and then the manager will pop up. But in this case, it never does. The game freezes and it never loads anything. So you cannot add nor remove any mods. So it's like, man, well, even if there was a mod that was causing compatibility issues, can't do anything about it. You can't take it out. So that was kind of another bummer. So yeah, even though I've been reverting back to 1.49 for the convoys and for other things, gosh darn it, above 80 again. It's been, you know, a while since I've been able to get into this profile where I've got all the mods that I want, because even though I do have other mods in my other two profiles for our dedicated servers,
Right. And then exit right.
and then of course I still also have the profile set aside for our free mods
Exit
server,
right.
dedicated server over in HS expansion for those convoys. Point being, for basically any profile that I have set aside for the dedicated servers, we can only have up to 100 mods at a time. And I'm sorry, but 100 slots isn't enough. I run a ridiculous amount of mods. So it's nice to be able to do that again. Because this right here is peak enjoyment. Having everything the way I like it, the way I've gotten used to it in the last few months. Dialing in, you know, which mods work, which ones don't, and all that good stuff. I can tell you what, though, one thing that would shorten the length of the
And then turn left.
amount of mods I have in here is if all of Goggle's paint jobs were consolidated into
Turn left.
like 1 or 2 SCS files. Which I don't know how difficult that is to do. I've never condensed SCS files before. I know it's possible, but as far as the technicality of doing it, I've never done it, so I don't know how challenging that would be, but yeah, I would say probably a good
Get ready.
30 or 40 slots in my mods folder and load order are his skins.
Turn right. And then turn left.
Right and then left. Got it.
Turn
There we are. That's very similar to the other facility as far as the layout. Oh, letting us go. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
You have arrived at your destination.
Very nice. Very nice gesture. Okay. Let's see. Where are we putting this bad boy? Ooh, I think it's in that spot. Way over there. That's the spot that I always dread because it's so freaking hard to back into. All right. Well, here. Let's see if we can turn this guy around a little bit, and we'll back it in to start with instead of doing all these acrobatics. Can we make this turn? Probably not. All right. Not gonna jackknife here. Don't worry. Gonna get myself straight right here. Alright, so let's get our outside view. Hop in here. Go this way. So I think, let me just try to make sure that that we are actually going to that spot before I back this whole thing up in there. 'Cause I cannot see looking for the blinking white lines. And my chase camera is not working. I don't see any white lines over there. I'm trying to see between those boxes. I don't see it. Let's see. What is our map showing us? Hard to tell. I'm pretty sure that it's back there. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Maybe our flight mode will work. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we were right. Cool. All right, so I want to say the thing I always do wrong here is I don't hug that wall right there tight enough. I want to say that is a mistake that I usually make. So, I'm wondering if I should probably have cut it tighter. And we'll see. Don't hit that flatbed. I say that and then almost hit it. Ugh. Yeah, I should have just started over from the beginning. Alright, run this again. I'm going to try to not take forever to do this, because Lord knows we don't want to spend all day here. Okay. Even if we undershoot it and we don't get it exactly where it should be, if we just get it in the ballpark, we can adjust from there and everything, so. Has to be kind of really sharp though. I think we're looking okay. Let's start straightening it out. Start straightening out. I can't talk. Okay, so we don't want to hit that barrier. Pull around here a little bit. Whoa, hit that barrier. There we go. That's a little better. Now we can just kind of adjust as needed. We're too far to the right, so we'll have to bring it more to the left. So that actually kind of worked out, just backing it in rather than having to pull into that other pocket over there and do all these acrobatics. So I'm just doing a bunch of S's right here. And, yeah. Now we should have room to just bring it back that. And even if we're on the line, I think they'll still take it. It should take that. All right. Cool. Brake is on. That was a lot of steering. It's really a good workout because I have the resistance for the wheel turned up quite a bit. You can tell here it really fights back on you. Which that's how I like it. I want it to be, I don't know. I want it to be realistic. All right. That was acetone from Tucumcari to Socorro. I need to remember this. So it's not Sirocco, it's Socorro. Got that backwards, as I always do. All right. So that was 256 miles. We drove 5.5 hours, 35 gallons. Made a nice 22.5. Cool. All right. Well, as I mentioned, I'm off to record the next video pretty much right after this. So the next one will be driving the Coronado SD from Jon Ruda. I've only driven it once since I bought it, so I figured, you know, wanted to drive it again. And I know it's not everybody's favorite truck. It's not my favorite truck either, but I don't know. It's still fun to drive. So next video will be that one. We'll see what trailer we're gonna do. That'll be a surprise and everything. So, yep. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I do apologize for the lack of content. Hopefully, we're gonna fix that, get that squared away. So until then, we will see you guys on the next one. Please subscribe if you enjoyed watching. Please drop a like while you're at it. I appreciate the love and support. Check the description for the links for what we drove today if you're interested. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, be safe and have a good one.